Hey, welcome to the 10th Comic Art Live event here at Cafe HQ. We're having a lot of fun. Everything went off without a hitch, which is very nice, considering all the new programming we did. But I can't tell you how happy I am about that and how happy I am to have everybody hanging out and having a good time with us here on this Saturday afternoon. So far, so good. I think everything is humming along exactly like I would like to see it. I don't know how many people are on the site right now. Last I checked, we had around 600 people. So that's a lot for one given moment, but it's always a pleasant surprise, or I guess it should just be expected at this point that everything works as well as it should and everything's fast like it should be. So things sales-wise have been going pretty much as expected. I think I'd hate to say it's average, but we're right around $250,000 in sales right now, which is about where we're at every time I do one of these intros with you. So it's it's about what I would expect. We have the new on hold status. So I'd say right now we have about 25 pieces on hold that amount to about, I don't know, $80,000, somewhere around there. And then we have another 105 pieces that have sold over, I don't even know what I last looked at, around $150,000. So it's all going good. I've sold 3 pieces. I can't be happy. Can't complain about that. Why would I say I can't be happy? I'm very happy. I'm using the checkout system through there, and everything's just flowing just fine. So very happy to see that. I know one of the people who picked up art is in the chat. I thank you for that. And yeah, what more can I ask for? Right now, we've just I think we're going to hit at least 7,000 pieces of art for sale by the time all is said and done on Sunday. That's a good number. It probably will put us over the record. I'd have to go back and look at what the record is, but I think if we hit around 7,500, I know for sure we'll have the most artwork ever posted to the show, which is again reassuring to know that everybody's trying their best to put artwork out there that is new to the market, hopefully priced to sell. I'm not seeing too many crazy prices out there, but I'm watching a lot of stuff. I've gone through myself and saved a lot of artwork, so I hope many of you are doing that as well. Yeah, Dave. Hey, man, you know how it is when you stream it live. You say the wrong thing sometimes. But one thing I wanted to stress for all of my exhibitors that are out there, because as many times as I go through things, and I really should have a punch list to always follow, and I never do. But I was reminded of it because I was going through my booth today, and it's something that you sellers should keep in mind and utilize throughout today and tomorrow. So I'll go ahead and share my screen here for a moment and just show you that this is me in my exhibitor booth management page, right? So I'm looking at my Saturday art drop. You can see it shows off the views and the saves and all that. And what I wanted to talk about was saves, right? Saves is really important because what you can do is I can go to, let's look at some of the Avengers artwork from Brian. All right, so there's only one save there. Okay, this page has 4 saves on it right now, 12 views. So clearly people are interested in it. You can go at pretty much any time. If you click on the save count link, you can go out and send an email that will go out to the 4 people who have saved your artwork. So, don't do it unless you've done something significant, but I have this thing priced at $1,100. Maybe I drop it down to $9.99 tonight. Well, after I do that, shoot these guys an email and let them know that, you've done that. You've lowered the price. So it's not something you should abuse. If I certainly wouldn't send out more than 2 emails to a group of people who have saved an artwork. But when the day's getting long and you're starting to think you might want to, try to negotiate on some things, this is a great way to go out and give people the idea that, you're willing to negotiate. So can I drop the price now? No, Marcus, I'm not going to drop the price now. I might do it tonight, though, after I do my panel with Next Comic Art, but you never know. So, but yeah, it's a very useful feature, and I would encourage all my sellers to do that when when appropriate. Maybe you don't care, and you're not worried about people wanting a deal or to get them to come back to it. But I'd like to think anything you're putting out there, you want people to potentially pick up. So yeah, so that's out there now. Let's see. Stingray says he has a commitment to buy a piece and mark that on hold. Exactly. That's the way you're supposed to do it. I don't know if everybody's been paying attention, but from the site search, for those of you who are new to Comic Art Live, if you go over to the site search for the show, you can actually filter on items for sale, sold, or on hold. So if I want to, and you can leave the keyword field blank. And that's kind of how I'm getting my numbers right now. But when I looked at it last, there was 101. Now there's 102 sales. And you can also switch it over to on hold and see which pieces are set to on hold as well. So, and if you didn't notice it, anything that is outlined in that blue color is on hold. When it's outlined in red, it's sold. So that's your signifier for statuses on artwork in a booth and searches and whatnot. So, I guess we can hide that now. There's nothing more there. Well, actually, here, I did open this for a reason. I wanted to remind everybody about the panels we've got going on this afternoon. After my little thing here, we've got Ed McGinnis at 2 o'clock. So in a mere 24 minutes, I'll be doing a panel with Ed. We have some Hero Initiative sketch coasters that Ed did. They're going to be up for auction. Going to start the bids at $50 on them, and then all that will go to charity. I'll take super chats during that panel as well, and any super chat that comes in during Ed's panel will 100% go to the Hero Initiative. So anybody who's free at 2 o'clock and wants to either pick up a piece by Ed on the coasters, which I've got over here, actually. Let me take a look there. Well, they kind of there. I guess let me hide this and you can actually see them. That's the size of them. Spidey. And what else we got? Venom. Those two would go good together, right? And then we got a Hulk and Wolverine. Those two could be great together. And then Batman, he always is a loner anyway. So if we had 3 buyers, I'd be happy. Sam Maroney says he's having issues with sellers not responding. Well, trust me, Sam, they get enough emails to let them know that they need to respond quickly. I can tell you, I stress it a lot in every email that goes out to the sellers before the show. As you know, the sellers are buyers too. In the first 2 hours, they're out there trying to buy artwork as well. Some of them even note in their booths that they're not going to be quick to respond. But, at the end of the day, they're up to, it's up to them. I always stress that if you don't respond quickly to somebody, they're more than likely going to take their money and move on, rather than park it with you and then wait for you to reply. And as a buyer, I would encourage you to do that. That way, it'll teach the sellers not to sit on their hands or to waste or to be focused on something else when they should be focused on you. So don't, unless it's something you really, 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 really want. Don't lock up your money on a piece that somebody's not responding on. And there's no point in telling me who it is or whatever. I'd like to think that sellers will learn soon enough that if they don't respond quickly, they're going to lose your business. Hey, Matt DiTullio, welcome to the chat. So that's kind of where things are at. I mean, if anybody has any issues, there were some stuff that were like misformatted when the show started. I think it was we had an issue with the commission list page, and I believe saved art, something like that. Or at any rate, whatever those issues were, we fixed them pretty quickly in the first 30 minutes of the show. But so other than that, all the timings and things that I was worried about went off without a hitch. They perfectly, Maureen, as much as I was concerned about it, because we changed so much of the programming behind the scenes, it worked flawlessly. So if you ever see, if you're going to OAX and you see Maureen, offer to buy a drink for her, even if it's a Diet Coke. She'll probably turn you down and say no. But Maureen deserves a big pat on the back, given all the work that she put into this. Because we did a lot of this work right after the show last May, which was why I was concerned about it. It was 5 months out of mind. And so, I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, there's 6 different things that could go wrong. And nope, she did it all right. All that time ago. And we got what we got today. That's right. No one has been punched or slapped yet. But the show's still young. We have another 32 hours to go. Remember, the halls close at 10 p.m. Sunday night. We've got 6 more panels today. We've got 7 panels tomorrow. All kinds of fun stuff. And again, I would encourage everybody to, as buyers, use the safe artwork feature. That's like that's for me is a saving grace, because you can easily get back and find stuff that you're looking at. I even saved something in Pop Sequentialism's booth. So you just never know what you're going to find and what you may want to go back to and negotiate. And I can say this too, as a buyer and as somebody who's selling artwork. I think that we've learned a lot from shows like the Dueling Dealers. Sometimes it's better to see 5 or 6 pieces you really like and maybe wait them out, right? Do you really have to have them or not? As buyers, it is how it goes, right? You can sit back until Saturday night or Sunday afternoon, and then go ahead and make an offer at some point later in the day. So as a seller, don't get discouraged, because I think we're the last 4+ years of doing shows on here, we've kind of trained everybody to, kind of stick in the, not in the slow lane, but in the cautious lane, and just kind of feel things out before you make a purchase. So that's good to remember, I would say. And Kazra and I were texting a little bit earlier. I was lamenting, I got to see a piece of artwork that I sold back for the mini golf. And I always wondered who I sold it to. I couldn't remember, but now I know because it came up for sale here. I sold it for like $700 back in 2009, and it sold 4 or 5 figures to today. So it's when you've been in this hobby long enough, you get to see fun things like that happen. But it was a piece that I, like many, that I regretted letting go. But Ian saying thank you, I appreciate that. A super chat from Ian is more than welcome. I say this all the time. If it wasn't for all of you participating in the show on both sides of the table, it just wouldn't be worth it. But again, our 10th now is underway. I would never have guessed that we would have kept this thing going as long as we have and have it still be doing exactly what it's doing. But we're at like 900 users on the site now that it's open to the general public. So things are going well. Things are going really, really, really well. And inflation does suck, cantankerous. I don't even have to be cantankerous myself to feel that. But all I can say is I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the show for today. And tomorrow, look for the art drop that's going to happen tomorrow at 11. For those of you who are selling, remember, you can keep posting to your Sunday art drop until 10 a.m. tomorrow. So, for me, I've still got work to do on my Sunday art drop. I imagine many of you, if you're crunched for time, have gone out and delayed, working on the Sunday art drop too much. So right now, I think the last time I checked, we had about 1,500 artworks that were dropping on Sunday, just a little bit over that. So my guess is that by 11 o'clock tomorrow, it'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,400 artworks that'll drop at 11. If you're a premium member, you will get another email notification at 10:30 a.m. letting you know which keyword matches are out there. Those are all saved throughout the entire show. You can go to that list anytime, click those links, it can get you over to those pieces as well. Hey, Jimmy Palmiotti, nice to see you. Jimmy's doing mystery sketches. I got to see a photograph of one the other day. I'm sure he's happily working on those this afternoon. But big show. We have a wonderful panel. I've got a 1 o'clock. I've got what do we got? 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I don't know. I've got 4 panels to do after this today, so I'm going to be pretty busy. But like Jiggy's saying, we've got a 9 o'clock panel tonight where his team will be streaming with me, and I think we've got 44 pieces of art for sale in that one. But we have the IC3 panel at 3 o'clock with Kazra and Matt Sardo. I've got Bob Chapman on at 4 with some special guests. We're going to be talking about his Brian Ballin book. 5 o'clock is Magic the Gathering and Marvel discussion. So you're going to have some special guests in there. Tatiana's going to be running that. And 6 o'clock, I'll have Scott Koblish with me. Is there any Mannix out there? I know there's one piece of Mannix art for sale in Jiggy's booth. I don't know beyond that, though. So that's it. I hope everybody, they'll be done by Monday. Yes, exactly. Jimmy and I will be having a panel with Amanda tomorrow at 5 o'clock. That'll be the last full-fledged panel of the show, because then after that, we've got a couple hours off until I do the recap at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And I would encourage everybody to tune in at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. It's your opportunity to, hit me up with ideas, things that worked well, things that didn't, ideas to make it better. And, I'm ready. I've been taking notes, because I've actually had a couple texts so far about just some certain things that they felt, may or may not be working well, and which I agreed with. So I'm already starting my own list here, but, keep a notepad beside you. I'm happy to hear any thoughts you guys have when we're doing the recap. So, you guys, yes, I would be very happy to try a Mexican Coke one day, Matt. If you can do that. I did not get to go to the gas station and buy my Coke last night, so I might try to sneak out today at some point, maybe when I have a 2-hour window, and go and get some more Cokes, because I really want to stay off the Zevia for another 48 hours. But all right, so I'm gonna call this panel done. But again, I thank you so much. 10 of these under our belt is an achievement. in this era of social media. But I think we've got a wonderful community that supports CAF and the things that we do, and I can't thank everyone enough for supporting the show by going premium so you can get in early, setting up booths, and just all the high fives I get via email and the texts I get throughout the day. It means a lot. I don't reply to every one of them, but trust me, Maureen and I are very appreciative of everything. So thank you, Kazra, for thinking about that. All right, everybody. I will see you again in about 15 minutes when I've got Mr. McGinnis on with me. We'll be doing a bit of an interview, and probably towards the latter half of that, I'll be auctioning off those Hero Initiative coasters. So I'll see you guys then. Have a great show. And if I don't see you on a panel up until then, please, I'll see you maybe at 8 o'clock tomorrow night when we're doing the final recap of the 10th Comic Art Live.